she received a distress call from her daughter in the early morning. Her daughter had stolen her father's car and crashed into someone in the forest about 50 kilometers from home. As a doctor, her mother immediately told her to call the police. Then, she and her husband drove to the forest. The mother told her daughter to check on the person's condition. Her daughter said it was a girl about her age, and that the girl had no breath left. The mother immediately instructed her to perform chest compressions and to continue pressing until the ambulance arrived. But a loud crash came from the phone a while later. The mother guessed that the girl's rib had been broken. She reassured Alice that it was a normal part of the process. However, the father believed the girl had already died and told Alice to return to the car and wait for the ambulance. Now they had to figure out how to save their daughter, but they still didn't know why Alice had gone to the forest in the first place, nor what the girl had been doing there. The father thought Alice was avoiding them because she was dating a bad boy. They had repeatedly asked her to break up with him, but as a form of rebellion, she had moved in with him. At that moment, the mother finally asked Alice why she had gone to the forest and how the accident had happened.
I was driving. She ran out from the woods straight into the car.
How fast were you driving?
I couldn't get out of the way.
It turned out that she had fought with her boyfriend and didn't want to go back to either his place or her parents' house, so she went to that forest, the place where she had met her boyfriend. Alice explained that she had taken a nap in the car earlier and, when she woke up, it was already 10 p.m. She was driving too fast, and by the time she saw the girl, it was too late. The mother, curious, asked why she had slept for so long. Considering Alice's previous history with drugs, she suspected that Alice had used drugs earlier that day. Under questioning, Alice admitted it. The mother was furious and wondered why her daughter would do that. Moreover, after so much time had passed, the ambulance still hadn't arrived. She realized Alice had never called the police. It turned out that Alice was afraid of going to jail and thought she could save the girl herself. However, chest compressions were only useful to buy time for the ambulance, and if she hadn't called the police, her actions were useless. The father then suggested that he take the blame for her. The mother questioned how they would explain it if they got caught. After all, this was a case of speeding that resulted in a death, and he could end up in jail for many years. But was there a better option? As they neared their destination, the mother hoped that after her husband saved Alice, she could start her life anew and forget about drugs and her boyfriend. Just then, Alice said she saw their headlights. She turned on her lights to respond, but the father saw nothing. He realized something was wrong. They were still a long way away. How could it possibly be their car?
No, turn them off! Turn your lights off! That's not us, that's somebody else's car!